Like when it comes to the pedigrees and stuff, I just keep track of that so you can see the blood or where it came from. Like I we registered our dogs because before then they weren't keeping track of the pedigree. So she might be like a third, fourth generation breed, but based off the paperwork, it only shows she the second generation. Her mom and dad was the first. But with all that being said, I said, well, I'm breeding locally. My pedigree, I'm gonna have good form, good structure, good bone, and that's all that matters to me. And a real person, when we looking for a dog, like I said, the pedigree was only important to me back in the day when you had real dogs, real grand champions, bite, prey driven dogs. So I cared about the pedigree then because I wanted my dogs to bite and fight and all that. But now these dogs, and I'm not being nothing, you know what I'm saying? Now these bullies, they curs, you know what I'm saying? And so to me, I don't see the purpose of the pedigree because it ain't like you inheriting good gang bred dogs off the pedigree. They going off a pedigree. Oh, well, this came off of Joker's Wild and this and that. That's cool and dandy, but they stack bred all these dogs. So yeah, he might have been a descendant of Joker Wild, but he got this, and none of his offsprings are reproducing the same as Joker Wild. You don't know how the people who bought these dogs, what they breed doing, because a lot of people don't know how to breed and match up. Like I was explaining to my man and put him on game. I said, when you breed your girl, you want to breed your girl with a boy that complements her, meaning everything that she missing. You want that boy that you made her with to have, and people not doing. They just breeding this name. So like I said, that stuff don't mean nothing to me because a lot of descendants ain't resembling the parents. And I've seen people locally bred who ain't from these family blood, and the dogs looking way better than blood they getting from from pedigrees. Like I said, that stuff. I mean, it's cool so I can trust the history. But I ain't about to be paying a whole bunch of money for them. Like I said, when I know I can build my own dog with the structure and muscles, you know what I'm saying, and look better than a lot of these without stacking so many bloods together. Like I said, I ain't doing all that. With bad local, bad pedigree, them same people, all they did, how they dog, they brought them, built them locally, and because they ain't had the internet, they went from state to state pushing they blood. Illinois kennel. They inbreed and created dogs from bulldogs, French dogs, but they didn't line bred, lab bred. Now they got their own blood and they pushing, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm gonna do. I ain't about to be stack bred and paying $8,000-$9,000 for a dog that ain't gonna guarantee to produce the same as the great granddaddy, but they going off of the great granddaddy name. I mean, that stuff means something, but it don't. When you do the whole, like if you go into the physics and break down the chromosomes and do it, it's like a formula to it. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like, let me say my Rena. Rena has two parents, but then her parents each have two grandparents, so that's four of them. So you see what I'm saying? So more likely that gene is in her, but it's a recessive gene. My puppies are going to pull more of their genes 50-50 from the mom and the dad. So that great granddaddy and granddaddy really doesn't mean nothing when it comes to my breeding. I mean, it's a possibility I can get one that will pull off from that gene, but majority of my puppies are going to come from their mom and their dad. That's just how the genetics goes. You know what I'm saying? So this the great granddaddy or Hootie Coogan and on a stack bread of them all together. That's cool and all dandy, but that don't mean nothing to me. I want to see how the mom and the daddy, like I don't care where their great granddaddy came from. It ain't like they rolling, it ain't like they got that prey drive blood that's riding through them, so that don't mean nothing to me. I know how my puppy stack gonna come mostly off their mom and their dad based off the formulas. That's how you able to line breed like that, because of that genetic connection. You know what I'm saying? Once you start understanding line breed and all that, you understand like the granddaddy, like I said, if it was a certain prey giving drive in them, then I would care about the lineage, the granddaddy, because I wanted that to travel through. But that muscular and that structure stuff don't travel through like that. You either travel through to the puppy, and based off who you make that puppy with can change the whole muscular structure. So it don't keep getting the same genes from the granddaddy because it's more stronger with the 50-50 split from the parents. So like I said, with all that being said, we breeding locally here. Stacked, nice dogs that ain't got everybody blood mixed stacked up to stack bred dogs. Ain't no wrong with them, but you can get a cleaner look without spreading it out like that.